All right. I think I am live. Sorry, I was adjusting my light. I forgot I didn't turn it on yet. Boo, boo, boo. Happy Friday, all my Zen friends. Happy to have you all here. Hope you're doing well. By some of the comments, it seems like there's some energy out there. I was taking a look at my astrological calendar to see is there some sort of fun energy going on out there, but I imagine it's we're feeling the eclipses really starting to hit because they're on March 14th and March 29th, and we feel them 4 to 6 weeks, even 8 weeks for a lot of you because you're sensitive to the astrological energies. So there's a lot of that going on. So I can definitely understand that. But before we get started, I'm going to reintroduce the singing bowl into the opening of our sessions just to help bring in that love vibration from the higher realms that'll help ground us, that'll help raise our vibration, make us ready for messages from spirit. Um, and but also bring us to a place of peace and calm, at least for a moment. So as I hit the singing bowl, take some deep breaths in, and as you hold for a moment, exhale. Of course, when you feel comfortable in doing that, think of something that you're grateful for in this moment. And that helps us also raise our love vibration. Gratitude is a high vibrational energy. So you can do that too as you imagine this love energy just flow down, fill our heart up, fill up our body, our minds, our lives, and then flow out to the world. All right. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Just going to put her over here out of the way. So, hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Good to have everyone. Whoops, let me change this to live chat too. I forgot to do something. So, welcome, all my Zen friends. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, and there's always room for more. So, welcome to the Zen friends. Real quick, how the free readings work. We do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is it. All you do is put your question out there. If you don't want to put your details, you could just ask for a general reading, and that we'll pull 1 to 2 cards for those for the free readings and see what spirit has to say. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor those energy exchanges. I prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards for those too. And then I return back to the main page. Donations, there's no set dollar amount. I honor what everyone gives from their heart because I know the cost of living and rate of exchange and blah, blah, blah all across the world is different. So whatever you give from your heart is perfect. You can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Square. So whatever way is most convenient and works for you. What else? What else? After that, my YouTube channel members do get second priority over their free readings. So we got a couple in here. Sarah Taylor, hello, hello, and Sean G. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Um, in addition to getting prioritization during my Friday and Saturday and Sunday sessions too, on Friday and Saturdays, um, I don't always get to all the free readings, but I always complete my donations and my YouTube channel members. It's part of their membership. So if you're interested in that, there's information in the description box of the video. I have two levels: Zen Cricket $2.99, Praying Mantis $7.99, and in addition to all of that, I was so a little change of how I'm doing things. We used to meet on Wednesday nights, but now I'm not going to have Wednesday night sessions because I'm going to be bringing something new soon. So I'm creating space for that. But Thursday nights is when both my Zen Cricket and Praying Mantis members would get together for 2 to 3 hours. Um, Doing tarot readings, oracle readings, past life readings, talk about astrology, just ask Q&A, whatever. And then my Praying Mantis members on my Friday and Saturday night sessions after these sessions and on Sunday afternoon session, they also get their own time with just the Praying Mantis members. In addition to that, my Praying Mantis members also get advanced access to all of the videos that I put out. I have weekly Zen Bytes. Every month I have a new moon, full moon readings when the sun changes zodiac signs. We have Zen Gates, which are portals 11223344. There's a special video for those. And quest videos, which talk about how we can use our elements to maneuver and navigate this amazing year that we're having. Very adventurous. It could be make it easier or harder, but these tools help make it easier. And we're getting to know our elemental spirit guides as well. So, all of that everyone gets access to eventually, but my Praying Mantis members get advanced access. And I'm recording already into March. March's stuff, so they have advanced access to that. Again, if you're interested, there's a link down below for that. And also, um, because this is my birthday month, I am having a crazy Zen super sale. So if you're interested in personal readings, boom, uh, there's a link there that'll take you over to the page where you can book, but also tells you all the information on all the many different types of readings that I offer, which you can just do a standard reading where you send me your questions, but I also have pre formatted readings where you can go, oh, that's the one I want, and then ask additional questions of what you want. But sometimes, like relationship readings, there's like 6 kinds. And then I've got past life readings, life purpose readings, and birthday readings. So there's the specialized ones, but they're all at a reduced price for February, and I'm going to extend it into March too. But just keep that a secret for now. And then Hedges of Peace and Love is something else I offer if you're interested in having a couple weeks of quietness where all the chaos and noise is pushed away to give you time to rest, recuperate, reflect, and all that as well. So all that is down there, enlisted in the description box. Blah blah blah, yada yada. Right. So some of the free readings that I just put out recently, which you might be interested in. Of course, we entered Pisces season, so here is the link to that. So happy birthday to all you Pisces sun babies. Hope you're enjoying your birthday season. Like I said, every Friday we have a new Zen Bite. Today's Zen Bite was about both sides of the pond. So you can check that out. They're little short videos, like 3-4 minutes, that give a little tidbit on how we can maintain our Zen or return to our Zen if we feel a little off kilter, which it sounds like there's a lot of that energy in the world today. So we'll see what else we have here. Also, the quest of the ocean rider, which is all about the Knight of Cups and our emotional, how to make the most of our emotional waves. That's available for everyone there too. And I think those were the big ones that I wanted to talk about right now. So, enough of all that. I know that's a lot, but I want to make sure everyone knows everything that's on sale and available for free and everything that's out there. Um, so that's that. I don't think there's anything else. Hey, everybody. All right. So I'm going to be using this beautiful tarot deck. It's Soha, I guess Soha, Soha Mystic Tarot. If you're interested, let's see if I can get it to, there we go. Not so, you can kind of see it there. In case you're interested, you know what that looks like. And I don't see, does it mention the author on here? Probably mentions it in the book, but I'm not going to open that up right now. But it's a beautiful deck. You'll see it here in a moment. All right. So hopefully everyone is hanging in there. The wonderful energy. Like I said, we've got all this eclipse energy that's impacting us, which kind of rattles our cages a bit. I think Mars went direct this week, so there's some of that energy that's kind of messing with our little world. And Pisces, like our North Node's gone into Pisces. There's so much astrological energy this year. I know it can feel very rough, and that's why I know I'm putting out a lot of different videos each week. But this has been kind of nudged from spirit because it includes advice and different tools and different things to help us maintain our grounding as much as we can as we go through all this. So please take advantage of all the free stuff if you're, especially if you feel like you're um, losing it, because I know I'm so blessed to be able to do this, and because of all of you, because of your supporting my channel, all these that make donations, my other services, my monthly memberships, all of that allows me to do this full time, where I'm recording readings, I'm doing things like every day with spirit and channeling spirit, which helps keep me in a little pocket. And I'm so grateful. So thank you. So please take advantage of all the free stuff they're offering to help keep us all, you know, from losing our minds. All right. So let's get into it. I do have some donations via Z PayPal and Z CashApp. Um, up first, I believe, let me check the timestamps. Yes. So we've got Maria P up first via Z PayPal, and then Amazing Grace. Hey, I got your 3 Cash Apps. So you'll be up after that. And then we'll go into the chat where we have number 1 for Nelia, and then Just Blessings. We'll bounce over to you and then bounce back for your upside down stickers there, Nelia. It feels like that. This is the world, right? So we'll get into those. And then Love is the Most Powerful Force in the Universe just came through as well. So you'll be up after that. All right. So let's get into it, my lovely, lovely friends. So, Maria, thank you so much for your donation. And let's dive in. I love that you used Wally. So let's take a look here and see what energies are going on with Wally towards you, the feelings and thoughts towards you today. All right, I guess those are it. And then he works in the AM tomorrow. I ask him to meet me before he goes to work on the house. Will he do it? Will he do it? All right. I feel like that's that one there. And then these ones, what's coming up for you and Wally this weekend? Oh, it's not showing upside down on your screen. Yeah, it's the they're smiling, but they're just upside down. So it's not a frown. It's just like that movie where there was 2 worlds and they're upside down. All right. And then anything on the hater at work. So we'll take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know. What's this mirroring for you, Maria? We'll find out. All right. So let's dive in. So, first of all, we got two cards here for Wally's feelings and thoughts towards you today. All right. Wow. Two Leo energies. You are a Leo, right? So you've got the Sun card. Look how beautiful these cards are. I just have to say, this is what probably one of my new favorite tarot decks. Trying to do it where you can really see the beauty of it without too much reflection. But the Sun card and the Strength card, both Leo energy. Sun card is this brightness, this warmth, this wonderful energy that comes in with that, right? And the Strength card too, inner strength. And I just feel like what they're feeling for you right now is a great deal of warmth. They're really recognizing your fire and um and also the strength that you bring for them, and they're just like they enjoy how independent and fiery you are, passionate, of course, as well. But this is all good energy. Two major arcana, very powerful. If you can just embrace that feeling of warmth, like when you're out, not like 120 degrees out, but when you're out in the sun and you just feel the warmth of the sun after you've had a chill, and it just feels so good just to be able to feel it on your skin. That's the kind of energy I feel with that. And the strength card, the inner strength is not only do they see you as strong, but they also appreciate the strength that your energy just helps that. A very supportive energy there. So I like that. That's what they're feeling right now and thinking. And so we're gonna is he gonna meet up with you here? Got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of them all. And I kind of feel like tomorrow seems like they are slow moving, and I don't feel like they're gonna have the time in the morning. I feel they're like, you know, um, I I had to do this, I had to do that, I do that, and I wish I could stop time and be able to do that, but my it's he has such a full day that I feel like um, he's slow starting, and then that throws him behind where he's not able to. So it's not anything personal. It's not like he doesn't want to. He's just like I can't do it all, and he knows you'll understand. So understand. All right. And then what's coming up for you and Wally this weekend? So let's take a look here. You got these four cards here. Let's see what we have. We'll start with this one. Oh, we'll start with that one. Two of Cups. So I feel like he will try to make time to get together here. Um, well, there's definitely this importance of the relationship, and he's going to make sure that he has time for you. Just his Saturday seems like, especially morning and all the way, maybe in the evening, maybe something like that, or Sunday. But I feel like it's definitely he wants to prioritize it. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, so there is a opportunity to get together this weekend with that. I like that. Let's see what else we have here. You have the Chariot, so movement and victory, the power of choice energy that comes in here. So, of course, what's your reading without Spirit going? Just a friendly reminder, since it's just Friday, you know, to focus on gratitude for what they are able to do, what they do give, what you do love about them, not focusing on what's not unfolding, what they're not doing, what you wish would happen that's not yet, and all that. Just kind of focus on the higher vibration will allow things to flow, allow things to match that energy instead of the other stuff, right? And the Empress. So there is sensuality, there is creativity, there is new birthing of things and harvest. So it feels very positive for you guys this weekend. But I feel like at least once being able to get together here, that sensuality of the Empress, and both the Chariot and the Empress hold a lot of water and bring in a lot of that emotional energy. So I feel like you guys are going to have a good emotional connection that's coming in here. Yeah. So that's what they have for that. And then anything on this hater at work. All right, let's look at the bottom underlying card here first. Eight of Pentacles. That is kind of a work card, putting the blood, the sweat, the tears that allows progress and movement to come forward. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of balancing energy coming in here. You have the Page of Swords, which Spirit is saying, try to look at things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. Um, so it's important to realize that people aren't haters, people aren't toxic. Um, People just do things or don't do things, say things or are silent, and those actions just are. There's no meaning behind them until they go into this brain of ours. And then we attach a story. So the story with the swords, because that's the mental energy, is you think they're hating, but really your thoughts and beliefs in your head are hateful towards them, right? Towards their actions. And that's why it's put a story of hater on them. When really, when people's actions aren't compassionate and they're not loving and they're not intelligent, that means they're in fear. Also, if our you see where I'm going with this? Also, if my actions and thoughts and beliefs and emotions and everything are not higher vibration, they're the lower vibration of not being compassionate, not being loving, and aren't intelligent, um, lower vibrational, then I'm in fear. And so they're having you try to see things from a higher perspective, try to see that anyone's actions towards you are not about you. They're just reflecting how they're feeling about themselves. So if they are indeed having hateful things come your way, then that means that they hate themselves and they have that. And if we have hateful or fearful thoughts and beliefs around them, that's something that we can look at and mirror and find out what is going on here. Because you do have the Queen of Swords and the Temperance card, which is patience with the Temperance card. Queen of Swords is balancing your head and your heart. And again, she wields that Ace of Swords, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective, a different perspective. So they're not hating, um, they're just fearing. So if their actions are of fear, then that's not about you. Something's going on inside of them, an insecurity, whatever it may be. But our trigger about their actions is about us. And we can take a look at that and try to find out, okay, why am I reacting to their actions or non actions, their words or their silence? That I can control. And it is happening for us. It's not by accident. It's a mirror showing me what I want to see about myself till I see it. If I don't learn from that mirror, guess what? I get more mirrors that have hater energy for me to be able to see what I want to see about myself. So it's good to kind of step back, take a deep breath, and go, okay, what do I feel I'm fearing from their actions or whatever? And then when you kind of sit with that, then go, I wonder what they're fearing and what's going on inside them. That's where our compassion, we can return to our compassionate, loving, higher vibrational, intelligent thinking and go, okay, emotionally intelligent people don't act like haters, right? Um, in that moment. And it can be that they might be emotionally intelligent in 99 things, but there's one thing that takes them into fear, and that's what's being activated. So we can kind of see from a different point of view if that helps. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings for you. Yeah. She tries to make drama, but you just keep silent. And so you can, look at that, right? People people are people aren't dramatic. I was reading, I forget where I read it. It was either an oracle card or maybe it was I have this awesome deck called what is it called? Oh, the blind spot. I can't read that far. The blind spot, and it helps us understand things. But I loved it because wherever I read it, doesn't really matter. It says people aren't dramatic. People are just expressing how they're feeling inside. And it's always perfect for how they're feeling inside. Because if they're wanting attention, if they're doing things to, um, you know, that seem like they're trying to get attention, well, inside they feel it's a cry for love. And so it's the perfect reflection of how they're feeling. So they're not being dramatic. It's like, oh wow, they're crying out for love. And I can either go, oh no, I want to see them suffer more, or I can give them love. So I love it. All right. So thank you for all those questions. I feel we learn a lot from what spirit shares, right? So I love that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Maria. Many, many blessings to you. You're very welcome. All right, and then Amazing Grace. So number one for you is is your living situation going to be in Georgia? Ooh, all right. Let's take a look here. Based on current energies, is Georgia your destination? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. Oh, okay. That was about half the deck, so we know that wasn't the cards. Okay, so we got those. Those, I feel like this one is really calling your name. And then these two as well. That one and that one. Okay. So let's take a look here. Ooh, okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. Let me just scooch these around. Okay. Got the Eight of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful energy. It's fast moving, a lot of energy that's flowing. Um, um, yeah, energy surrounding it, right? So the Eight of Wands, it's a lot of fast movement, a lot of energy around that, right? Oh, how is your living situation going to be in Georgia? So if you went to Georgia, how would the energy be? Yeah, that's kind of what it will be. So perfect because you're trying to make a decision, right? So that was the bottom of the deck. So there is a lot of it's like it would be fast paced. It would be full of a lot of energy. I mean, it's like a lot of energy going, right? You know you're going. Oh, good. So there's a lot of energy. It feels um like they're showing me New York City, even though it's going to be Georgia. Like it just feels like it's that's what they show me for what would be to me hectic with all my energies and what I pick up. Um, someone had asked if I would move to New York City with them once, and I'm like, "I'll miss you, bye," because I'm like, "I'll explode if I go there," right? But you also, so the cards that came out, you have the Knight of Swords, which is movement. Again, another movement card, and a lot of communication, a lot of what is this? A lot of writing, a lot of texting, a lot of communicating, a lot of emailing, a lot of written kind of and verbal communication. So I feel like there's a lot of communication there in Georgia. Either you communicating with other people, but again, a lot of activity, a lot of like, you know, it's almost like from early when you wake up to, going to, you know, into the evening, you're answering things and constant activity. But I feel like it's like you're loving it. You're just like in your zone with all this here. So I like that. Um, let's see here. What else about Georgia here? What's the energy of Georgia? Yeah, you got the King of Swords again. You're going to be learning a lot here. They're the ruler over communication and wisdom and knowledge and schooling. If you're if you're going to like learn something, if you're going to attend any school, classes, training, whatever, very well supported. It's like it's going to be um, a big time of mental growth. You got two more cards. We'll do that. But the Eight of Wands, too, is a lot of messages from spirit. So I just feel like you're really opening up your mind to the spirit world and to your life and to others. I just feel like your mind is glowing like a beautiful golden glow. So I love this for you. Wow. What else do we have here? Got the Ace of Pentacles. So, on one thing, you really do see your worth in relationship to the outside world in a brand new whole way here in Georgia. And it's about new opportunities opening up in abundance also. So, it's abundant energy. I love all this for you. Yeah. And the Judgment card. So, you know that you were called to go there. The Judgment card is about your higher self drawing. It's like the calling. You received the calling. Come to Georgia, and you did. And I love that for you there. So cool. So I love all that energy, all very positive. And you have the Hanged Man too. So with all of this swords energy, you are definitely seeing things from a higher perspective, a different perspective, but it also is very transformational for you. It's like the cocoon, and it's like you're coming out as a butterfly, and I just feel like it's, a new birth that happens here for you. Wow. I think it's looking good. Yeah. Wow. And then the Five of Swords, the conflict is resolved because you move from the Five of Swords, which is battling and inner conflict, to the Four of Swords, which is peace of mind, very restful, very meditative in a way. So it looks very, very positive here for you. I would be excited too, Amazing Grace. Very well supported, and good, good stuff that's coming in here. So nothing, no alarms going off, no warnings, no beware. They're like, it's basically supporting like you've made a very, um, what do they call that? Like when in the Chinese zodiac, oh, auspicious. You've made a very auspicious decision. So I like that for you. So that is what they have for that question. I'm just putting the cards back in here. And there, it's a newer deck, so they're a little more stubborn for right now. So that's for number one. Number two coming in here. Thank you for your second donation. Oh, are you going to meet your husband out in Georgia? A leap of great faith, right? Yeah, definitely. I feel, we can love anywhere if we want, right? It's all our power of choice. Some places are easier to love than others. I get it. All right, so let's see here. Is your husband? You're going to meet them in Georgia. Let's see what Spirit says here based on current energies there. Okay, let's see. They want this one too. And those two. Okay. So let's see what we got on the bottom. All right. So you have the Seven of Cups on the bottom, which the Seven of Cups is a lot of different emotion that's coming in here. So a lot of emotional opportunities. So we'll see what is coming in here. So your spirit guides are funny. And I mean this in the most gracious and flattering way. I feel like when you move there, a lot of people are like, "Oh, look, fresh meat," and so you have a lot of interests that come at you all at once. And we know that you're like, I'm not that easy, I'm not just I'm not meat. I am, you know, a precious queen, and I'm looking for a king, not for a chef who's gonna throw me on a grill and grill me up. So, sorry, I quenched my coffee drop. I mean, my cough drop. So the cards that came out, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So in the beginning, you are a little bit of this, yeah, period. So you have this energy of being with spirit, and I feel like in the beginning, it's like you get that kind of flood of those vultures that circle, right? And you're like, I'm not dying and I'm not dead, so buzz off, buzzards, right? Um, so you have a little bit of pocket of time where it's you and spirit and friends and that, but romantic things feels like in the beginning there's just like this little, so I like that spirit's preparing you, going, it's okay. It's going to feel like, is this all there is? Like, no, they're the buzzards, the vultures that circle any new thing that comes around, right? And so you're like, okay. And after they go, then we'll see what unfolds here. You do have the Star card and the Knight of Wands. So the Star card is like a dream come true card. That's a wonderful, beautiful card. And then the Knight of Wands, which is passion that ignites, and it comes out of nowhere. And it is like that, where you're like, wow, is this all it? No, no. Remember, Spirit said, I'm going to have this period of these. And as soon as that clears, then comes this that feels like a dream come true. So I feel like that's an affirmative. We'll see what else comes in here too. Yeah. Okay. King of Cups. King of Cups is one of my cards that is it's the beautiful, compatible individual who can balance their head and their heart. They can communicate their emotions, but they're not so emotional that they're unstable, but they're not so much in their head either, where they don't know what an emotion is. They can communicate their feelings, and a very balanced individual. Hallelujah, right? Let's see what else we can know about him here with these other two cards. Yeah, Page of Cups. So confirming again, it's a higher love. It's an 11, not Ace of Cups, a beginner. It's a heightened love, something that you haven't experienced before. And the 10 of Cups, another relationship card, all about the fulfillment and the fullness, joy. So Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Cups, the Star card. Yes, that would be, you do meet your husband out there in Georgia. uh, Yay! After the buzzards fly away. Shoo, shoo, buzzards. I love your spirit guides there. A hoot. A hoot. All right. So let's put these back in here. So I'm excited for you. And let's see. So that was a number 2. I know. Yay. What are those little red things? I have my font too small. They look cute, whatever they are. So, yeah, everyone's celebrating. Woohoo! All right, and then for number 3, you want to know what's the opportunity that you're going to receive. All right, let's take a look here. So, what's the opportunity that you're going to receive? What's the opportunity to receive? Okay. Okay. That one. That one. That one. All right. So we do have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and here's that new love. Well, and underneath that, You got your Two of Cups. So it's interesting. The opportunity has to do with finding love. Let's see what else we have here. The underlying energy is okay. So they're saying that um, the big opportunity comes after this comes into your life. So after you meet them, it's not after you're married, but after you meet this individual where you're just like, wow, wow, right? Then this big opportunity flows after it. And that has to do with the Four of Swords. We got the peace of mind, mental stability, and this, let me see what this other card is too. They're nudging me to go to the second one. Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, so Four of Swords and Two of Swords. And both of these are so the Two of Swords is a battle between the heart and the mind, right? The mind wants something, but the heart wants something for an opportunity in your life. And the Four of Swords is about putting the mind to rest and letting go of these expectations and following your heart. So they're very much here, and this makes sense now that we've talked through this, because when your heart is activated towards this individual, your heart is empowered and it takes over. The mind is like kind of keeping the heart kind of going, well, let's do something logical. No, let's do this, let's do that. But the heart is so full and overflowing, it's like extra strong. It's like turned into the She-Hulk and it's saying, no, we're gonna follow me. And with that passion of your heart that's flowing, it draws in an opportunity that makes your heart sing, makes your heart want to dance. And it's like that is it. And I love that. It's like that energy just kind of sparks, and brings like this flood of change into your life. Let's see what these four cards are here too. Yeah, the Queen of Swords, balancing of the head and the heart, again being reiterated here. And the Queen of Swords is the companion to the King of Cups, because the King of Cups rules over emotion, but then gets a second portion of the mind. That's why the heart and mind are balanced. Well, the Queen of Swords rules over the swords, but behind the scenes, all queens get cups. So that's why they are these individuals that are, you know, very compatible. And that's what's coming in here too. You got the Magician. Yeah. So you have this spark and you realize you have everything within you to make your dreams come true. And your energy here, again, is focused, and it's, this is your higher self with the infinity symbol, and they are bringing in the energy of the upper realms and bringing it down into the world. And so this is like this, it just helps you identify how you uniquely want to share that unconditional love and talent and gifts within you with the world in your own special, unique way. And you're getting out of your head and you're allowing your heart to lead the way. And your heart does know the way. So they're really encouraging you to follow that. You got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So you have the equal giving and receiving and the abundance that comes from seeking your heart. So you do have enough for yourself and even more to give to others. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, again, with the Magician energy, the Wands energy, both of those together with all this, they're basically saying you could achieve whatever it is you want to do. The opportunities and the possibilities are so much that you get to choose. And whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. That's that Magician and the Two of Wands energy. The more your heart is full and full of gratitude and joy and laughter and unconditional love and peace, that's the opens you up to all these possibilities. When we're in our head, we often are having small t truths that are restrictive, and um, the supposed to be and the should be and the need to be and the have to be and all those fun limiting beliefs and mindsets, the logic that goes, oh, no, 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 you can't do that. You need to do something more like this boring thing over here. And you're just like, your heart goes, no, I want to live, not exist. And this is the kind of change that comes in here, that as you focus on gratitude, 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 and this joy, and you're just not focusing energy on lower vibrational things, it just brings in all this world of possibilities. So I love it for you. What opportunity is not coming your way that you're going to receive? It just feels so like this is a change of life for you. And this leap of faith that you're taking, it's the trust. Because what is faith? Faith is trust. Trust in Creator. Trust that things are going to unfold for you. And I love it for you. So that's what they got for you, Amazing Grace. So many blessings to you. I know. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Super excited. What are they? I forget what movie it is, and someone says, I'm so excited I could just spit. You are very welcome. Thank you again for your multiple donations. Happy for your adventure. All right. So where we're at, so we're going to jump over. We have Nelia, and then Just Blessings, and then a couple more from Nelia, and then Love is the Most Powerful Force in the Universe up after that, and then Swetha M, you'll be up after that. And then we will jump over to Lotus. I guess that's probably Lotus Flower Bomb. Let me just scroll down here. Yep. So Lotus Flower Bomb, you'll be up after that via your donation via Z PayPal. And then, hey, Alice, we'll jump over to Alice. All right. So that's where we're at right now. So let's jump in. So Nelia, your sticker, thank you so much for that and your donation. You'd like a general reading on Kelvin D. Is he being sincere and honest with you, and what are his intentions? Whoa, okay. Let's take a look here, Kelvin. Let's take a sip of my little pink juice here. Find out what's going on. What's going on with Kelvin? So is he being sincere and honest? Let's tap in. Okay. And then what are thy intentions, Kelvin? All right. Let's see what we have here. So Kelvin's overall energy here, Nelia, underneath, wow, we got the World card, which is the ending of old cycles, beginning new adventures. Last card in the Major Arcana to the Full card, which is new beginnings. Even under that, we have the Ace of Swords, which aces are like new beginnings, new communication, new clarity of life. So they are in this big transformative time in their life. So if you're picking up on some energy of like unsteadiness from them, that is a lot of what's going on with them. They don't know what's happening. It's like they've reached a significant changing time in their life, and they're really unsure of what's next. And so they're kind of like a fish out of water energy kind of feeling is what I'm picking up on there, right? So let's see here first. Are they being sincere and honest? We got the Nine of Pentacles, which is an energy of hermity, independence, and the Queen of Swords, balancing of head and heart. So with these, I feel like I feel like they feel like they're being honest, like they're not intentionally misleading or anything like that, but they're just kind of, this is their interpretation of where they're at in their life, and they're kind of whatever they're sharing and whatever they're saying. The Nine of Pentacles is an energy of like they like being independent, and that Full card too is about wanting an adventure free of a lot of restrictions and intentions. Like if you ask them, what are your intentions? They're like, "Ugh, I just want to have someone to go on an adventure with and not have to explain and define and whatever. Can we just go enjoy it without putting rules around it?" That's kind of where they're at in their life right now with all that energy. So Um, so whatever they're telling you, if that doesn't match up to this, then that'll tell you, because this is what they're looking at. And if they're saying, "I wanna be in a committed relationship forever," it's like, well, that's what you are saying, but all this energy is like, you don't know what you want. So they might be just saying what they feel you need to hear in order for them to interact with you, because 'cause they're not sure if that's not what they want or not, so they're like, "Sure, why not?" You know? That almost sounds dishonest, I know, but not from their brain, from where they're coming from. They're just like, "This is how it works." But let's see what their intentions are based on their current energies. We got 5 cards. These 3 came out together. Yeah, so they do have the 3 of Pentacles, which they do wanna be true to their authentic selves. They do want a full life with the Wheel of Fortune. So, whatever that means. And the 5 of Cups has this energy of transforming, and the energy I'm feeling is like ever-changing emotion, which for me, that's why they're going back and forth, because they're going off of what they always thought growing up. Like, well, this is what we're supposed to do. But they're like, but I'm not sure that is what I want, but I know that's what we're supposed to do. But is that really what I want? And but is I know that's what, it's going back and forth and back and forth. This is why they're kind of confused and they're not sure of what wants to unfold here. Let's see what these other 2 are. Yeah. Yeah, again. So we had the Hermit energy of the 9 of Pentacles. We actually got the Hermit card here. And the 5 of Swords. That's the struggle, the 5 of Swords between their head and their heart. So they're going back and forth. And with the Hermit is, again, they like their independence. Um, they don't wanna be trapped, like a lion doesn't wanna be caged kind of energy, but they also, are unsure of what they want, but it's like they want a lioness to go with them on their adventure, but, they don't want to try to be caged. And they're not, like, wanting to have, like, a whole harem of lionesses like a lion does. They're just not wanting to be caged. And that's the difference. It's the thought that they have of the fear of being caged, um, and and that's where they're at in this freedom fool's card, wanting to have adventure without guardrails and supposed to be's and should be's and intentions and different things like that. And so their intentions are, they're not like to use someone, but it's not wanting to be restricted. But it's not because they want to be the lion that goes around town and sleeps with everybody, but they just want that freedom to go on an adventure with one person, but not have to have all the rules around it. Evidently, it's feeling like they've had some really controlling personalities in their life when they were young, all the way, until they were dating and different things like that, of people trying to tell them who they're supposed to be, and sharing disappointment when they don't live up to who they're supposed to be. And they're just like, it sucks the life out of things. I just want to go on an adventure and enjoy, not worry about all the, did I do it right? Didn't I do it right? Are they mad at me? What did I do now? They're just tired of all that. And I feel like they've come out of that. Um, this isn't a person who was recently divorced, is it? I don't know, it just feels like they've come out of a relationship, not like yesterday, but it feels like close enough where they're just like they still have that bitter taste in their mouth of right. Anyway, so that's what's going on with them, Nelia. Yay! Alright, so that's what they have right now. So many blessings to you. That is what they have for number 1, and then we'll return to your other 2 here in a second. But we're gonna take an exit ramp for a moment and look at Just Blessings reading. So thank you, Just Blessings. Let me give that a love and a like since it lets me do those. And thank you for your donation. You want to say, is it beneficial to take the class you're hesitant due to cost? All right, let's take a look here. Is the cost benefit analysis worth it um, for what it will bring you in your life here? Oops, no, they wanted that. They didn't want that one. Okay, let's see what else we have here. It ran away, went back into the deck. No, don't pick me. All right, let's see what we have here. So, the bottom of the deck, you do have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about independence. And um, it's a card of, how would you say this? Well, it's independence, but um, it's like your success is not dependent on anything outside of you. Because this person's in a garden with spirit, and it shows that you don't need this to be successful. We'll see what else comes in here too as we look here. Got the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. So this is the balance between the head and the heart and emotional choice that's coming in here too. The Two of Cups with emotional choice is that, um, I mean, I like this kind of just blunt statement of we don't need anything outside of ourselves to be successful. I'm like, oh well, that's true because we're the ones that choose our emotion, and it can be independent from anything in the outside world. And the Queen of Swords is the balance between the head and the heart, and realizing, our heart wants to do something, our mind wants to support it, and it'll bring whatever it feels it can do to help support the heart's desire once we let the heart rule us and let our heart lead the way. And I feel like that is kind of saying, in a way here, and we'll look at these other cards too, just to verify. But it just feels like the mind is going, "Hey, we could do that," and the heart is like, "Ugh." Let's see here. What else we have here? Yeah. So there is, and it feels like this is the mind. Here's the expectations card with the Three of Swords. So this is the mind saying, in order to be successful with the Six of Pentacles, you need this, and you need that, and you need this. And it's like, but do we? But do we really? Um, let's see what these other cards are here too. Yeah. So the Eight of Cups is the heart saying, let's walk away from things that don't support us. And the Ten of Swords is, the ending of the expectations of the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, because it's exhausting trying to live up to all those expectations. So both of these are walking away from those. And um, there is this, and I'll see what this last card is too, but there's this energy of close your eyes and open your heart, and like the answer right away, which I feel like you already know the answer is like, no, you don't need this class. Because your heart would be like, yes. Now it feels kind of like you're trying to fulfill an expectation, like, well, we should really have this class to be able to should, right? Anything that should or supposed to be or need to be or have to be or must be or ought to be, those are expectations. Those are of the mind, and those are those um, small t truths rooted in fear that are all those that are stuck in this person. They're not dead, they're exhausted from trying to live up to all the expectations. So, with the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords, it feels like it's saying, walk away from that. You don't need that. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles, they really bring this energy of stability in the outside world. And one of the big lessons that the Four of Pentacles, which also just to say, the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck is letting go of expectations, rest your mind. um, with the Four of Pentacles is about when we define our worth by the outside world, we feel unstable. And that's because those things of the outside world are unstable in the three areas that we are taught to define our worth by: our self worth by the outside world, the unself, that's the unself worth, um, our relationships, right, with people, situations, jobs, education, social status, things like that. And then our things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions. And of course, we know people change, people walk away, people pass away. So relationships with humans are unstable. And so when we define ourselves by them, we feel unstable. And then also, of course, with the situations like education specifically, which what we're talking about, it's always ever changing. Education, there's new knowledge, there's new stuff, there's always something new to learn, and it's unstable. And so I don't have to define myself by that. And in the future, if I ever feel like that's a gap in my knowledge that I could really use in my heart, is like, yes, then you'll know it. But I feel like for right now, they're saying you don't need to define yourself by those things. When we feel disappointed and we're tired of the instability of the outside world, that's when we turn inward and upward to find the only stable thing in this realm, which is the eternal unconditional love of the higher realms. When we define ourselves by that, we realize I have everything I need within me, and I don't need anything in the outside world. But if I want to, I want it. But it doesn't feel like your heart wants this. It's like, meh. And your mind will be like, okay, well, I'll just keep it on the shelf over here for later if you ever want to. But I feel like your heart is not in it. So you don't need it right now. Otherwise, spirit would be like, yes, this will help be the springboard on something, but it feels like more like this would bog you down and it would make your heart pout. That's funny. All right. So that's what they have for you, just blessings. Hopefully that resonates for you, and many blessings. All right, Nelia, we are back to your other two here. So thank you for your additional donations here. So for your first one, let's see here. You have a general on your health, weight, and appearance in 4 months. Will it improve? All right. Of course, disclaimer in the description box of the video, I'm not a licensed nutritionist, a medical professional, lawyer, financial person, all that. So tarot is for fun. And we just have to say that in the United States. And ultimately, everyone gets to make their own decisions in their life and always seek professional assistance when available. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's check in here, Nelia. So, general on your health, weight, and appearance in 4 months. So, based on current energies, will it improve here? So, they do want to that one. And they did want, whoops, that one and those two. Okay, and that one. All right. I had a feeling it was going to be. It's all about your emotional choices, baby. So, bottom of the deck, you do have the Two of Cups. That's coming in here. And of course, that is all about the power of emotional choice. And it's interesting, when we talk about health, weight, appearance, um, it is very rooted in our emotional state. So much of our health, so much of our weight, and even how we um, glow and how we feel, right? Because there can be someone that is physically fit and beautiful and all that, but you look at them and you just feel their energy. They hate themselves still. And you're just like, ooh, right? Um, and if we're stressed, if we have lower vibrational emotions and things going on, that puts our body into fight or flight mode, right? And it does have us um, like it shuts down our immune system. Again, I'm not a licensed medical professional, but if you look up fight or flight, impact on body, you'll see all the same stuff everywhere that science has proven that it does. It shuts down our immune system. It shuts down temporarily our digestive system, floods our body with all these chemicals. Our muscles get tense. We um, are confused. We're out of our minds. All this stuff, right? Which it's designed to be short lived and occasional to keep us safe from real physical dangers. So all this shuts down to give us the energy to be able to fight and run until we're safe, and then we return back to all right, and then our bodies are beautiful self-healing machines, right? So, of course, that impacts so all that stress, that lower vibrational fear energy, emotional energy impacts our health. Also, it impacts our weight because in fight or flight mode, it's like our digestive system's not working. So what happens? It stores, it thinks we need all this, whoop whoop, alarms go off, save all fat possible, so that we'll have this to survive on, right? Survival mode, keep everything we can. And so we do put on weight when we're stressed. Um, and so there is a lot of that comes in with all of that, right? Um, and then let me see, was and appearance, like we're talking about too, because when we're talking about how our physical body appears when we're stressed, then we get inflammation, we're puffy, we're not feeling good, and so all of that just um, influences our glow or not. When someone's feeling happy on the inside, um, they look more beautiful, because they're smiling and they have a gleam in their eye and they're bright, and it's just like, wow, even sometimes there's, um, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter about our weight when we're like glowing, we're attractive, right? If that's what we're really looking at here. So, Two of Cups, bottom of the deck, really about emotional choices and looking at our lower vibrational emotions and our higher vibrational emotions and seeing where we're at in that is so important. So it's really up to you where you'll be in 4 months. They go based on current energy. We'll see what these other cards bring in around all this too. So you have the Knight of Cups, which is the need for emotional movement. So obviously, there is some emotion below the surface that can transform. And the Knight of Cups is the knight who's on a quest for the Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail for self-love, not looking for, the outside world to define us, but how do I love myself, right? And if I love myself, then I'm going to treat my body differently, I'm gonna eat differently, I'm going to, um, have different energy towards my body, not look in the mirror and go, "Ugh, I wish I had a different body," and the body's like, "Well, how rude. I love you. Why do you not love me?" Right? So, or as I used to tell my host, because if she said anything about her body or something, I'm like, "Be careful if you, wage war on your body will wage war on you." And she's like, "Oh, I love you, body." All right. And then you have the Hierophant. So I do feel over these 4 months, this is the Hierophant is your higher self having you look and see things from a higher perspective. And I do feel like there'll be some clarity around your health that will come in these 4 months based on current energy. So I feel like you're getting some nudges from your higher self and your spiritual posse about, what you can do and different things coming in here. Sorry, I'm starting to heat up in here now, the spirit flowing, so I'm not cold anymore. Boo. All right. So, there is that change that happens with new knowledge and new awareness around emotional transformation, I feel. You also have the King of Pentacles. I like that. And the King of Swords. Yeah. So very much empowerment, right? The King of Pentacles is abundance, is victory, and the King of Swords is with that new knowledge, mastering the new knowledge, um, seeing things again. That Ace of Swords is seeing things from a higher perspective that you're able to make progress and have victory. And I feel like you're in that energy of wanting to learn more and to understand more about, what's going on emotionally for you, right? And I feel like the emotional self-love energy, all that emotional alignment is what helps you move forward in the health in your body and your weight and how you're feeling about yourself. And because if you don't feel like you're beautiful, then you're going to attract mirrors that tell you you're not beautiful. If you feel like you're beautiful really on the inside, you'll attract mirrors that reflect that too. Interesting. And then you have the hanged man. So you are in transformation, the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. So there is this energy of transformation, which supports, like, yeah, there will be some changes here. And let's see what we have here. Yeah, wow, there is some suddenness here. So you have the chariot card. Again, the power of choice in big ways. So the Two of Cups is emotional choice, but the chariot, besides being victory and movement, also brings in that awareness that every moment you get to choose the story you put to anything, including your health, your body, your beauty, your emotional choice. We talked about your energy. What am I focusing on? Am I focusing on I need to lose weight? I need to have better health. I want to heal, all of that. When we focus on wanting and needing or fearing that something will or won't happen or what we hate, we expand that. We push away those things we're really wanting and needing, we feel we need, because our energy is about that, right? And so this power of choice is about, okay, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. What am I grateful for? What do I love about my body? What do I love about this? And there's this wonderful video from Byron Katie. I talk about her a lot. You might even look on her YouTube channel. It's BYRONKATIE. But she had this about, because she used to be, um, had poor health, overweight. She felt so low about herself, she didn't feel worthy to sleep in a bed. She would sleep on the floor. And so she definitely changed her life. But one of the things that she started to tell herself is, I'm grateful for this body. This is the perfect body for me, and no one could survive in this body except for me right now. So I love this, um, change of mindset that comes in with all of that, right? Focusing on gratitude about I'm grateful for the health that I do have, and that promotes more health. If I want healing, then I'm going to have to, I invite things to always heal from in my life, right? So I don't want healing. I want perfect health. I'm grateful for the health that I have and for the health that my body is capable of, right? Um, we do see a new beginning, a new adventure with the full card. So that's another positive outcome that's coming. And you have the Tower and the Eight of Wands. Both of this is the Tower is suddenness, and there is also the Eight of Wands, which is fast, fast moving energy. So I feel like once you begin some of the and have some of this knowledge that comes in, when you start taking action on it, you start to see fast results. But it's all about doing that first. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you right now, Nelia. I love that. And I know, like for me, um, it's like I think it was the first time I left this company 3 times for different reasons throughout my life, and I think it was the second time when I was leaving. And I was like an IT manager, and I had no IT background, but that's another long story. But they had me in this position, and I was stressed out. I was not feeling good. I wasn't active. I had, gained weight and all this kind of stuff. And I gave a year's notice to help prepare him because that's how embedded I was in everything. And I wanted to give him time to be able to find a replacement and for me to get everything ready for me to be gone. Well, as soon as I knew I was leaving, I stopped stressing about so much stuff and I started dropping pounds because the stress had lowered. And that's how, like, they're just reminding me of that for you too. So that is what they have for you for that one. So thank you for your second donation, Nelia. And then for your third one here, You want to know, is A married or divorced? Did he or the wife end it? And why did they divorce? Oh, getting into the tea, are we? Let's find out here. So thank you for your third donation here. All right. So let's tap into A's energy here. So are they married or are they divorced? We'll find that out first here. We got the King of Pentacles, which is an abundant, full life. Let's gain some clarity on that because really that could go either way, right? I could be married and feel like I have a full life, or I could be single and feel like I have a full life. So tell me about this. Okay, here we go. I got the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. Okay. Well, I do feel like they are still married here because this Empress card, of course, is the counterpart to the Emperor. This Wheel of Fortune and all of this, this is all about abundance and fullness and harvest. So I feel like they are still married. So let's find out though, are they getting divorced? Because that's the one in the middle, right? They're either married or they're divorced, or they're married, technically married on their way for a divorce. So is this relationship ending? Is it in its works here? What do we got here? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Deceiver, deception, lies, hidden things. Uh-oh. I don't think they're getting divorced here. Um, can we get clarity around all of this shenanigans that seems to be afoot here? Got the Five of Cups. Yeah, they are unhappy with the Five of Cups. Sorrow. What else? Who is the deceiver in this here? Okay. Let me just grab these cards here. They're not wanting to separate. Oh, that's interesting. that just came out of my mouth. We got the Six of Pentacles, which is my codependency awareness card here. It does feel here with the Moon card, with the Empress, it feels like that there is this. Oh, is it them that is the deceitful one? The Moon card is a lot of hidden and unknown things that goes on here. But going back to this um, codependent awareness. So in a relationship with codependency, right? There's someone that's an overgiver that feels they have to give to be worth something. And so when two people go into a relationship, they start as adults, but the person that is an overgiver becomes a parent. It becomes a parent-child relationship where I have to give to you, but when little baby bird wants to give to mama bird, they're like, no, 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 you can't give to me. I must give to you because if you give to me, it freaks me out. I don't deserve that yet, right? So they'll give and give and give till they're exhausted, and then they'll give and give and give until they're resentful. And so that's that side of the overgiver. Well, the enabler, this person who ends up being the receiver and the taker, um, they also want to give, but this person doesn't allow them to give because it freaks them out. So they want to give, and if I can't give here, where do I give? Well, you can become a workaholic and put all your energy into work or working out or a hobby or your friends or usually affairs, right? And that's so if I can't give to you, well, then I'm going to give to someone else that appreciates what I'm giving, right? And so there is this, kind of energy that's coming in here. So I do feel with all of this giving that it is her that's the overgiver. And I feel like that's why A is looking outside of the marriage. Um, and there's, of course, heartache and disappointment. And this Knight of Swords, I feel like there will be clarity that will come forward and you will find out and you'll get that clarity from them here. So I feel like there's that codependency relationship is there, and they're both afraid to end the marriage. They don't want to separate, um, but they're unhappy, and because of that, um, whatever dynamic, that's what has A looking for places to give outside of their relationship. So, um, and I don't feel like it's the first time. That's why there's a lot of disappointment, but it's just this endless cycle of I need to be able to give to you, um, and there's a lot of fear that's keeping them together. And I feel like it's interesting because of all that King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune and all that Empress and all this. I feel like A doesn't want to give up their the marriage because they'll also have to give up a lot of their income, a lot of what they have, right? It's like, well, what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine, but if we split, then everything, or more, right? So, and it might even be the Empress, she might even have more of it. And like, I don't know if her family is more wealthy and so she has more, that it's like I'd actually lose out of this. And so there's some of that that's involved too. What is it with these? No, yeah. Anyway, well, that's what's going on there. So hopefully that brings in the clarity you need there. All right. All right. So many blessings to you. And then and thank you for your multiple donations. You're always so generous. I appreciate that. All right. And then up next, we do have love is the most powerful force in the universe. So thank you for your donation. Let's give me that a love and a like. And we're celebrating your first super. Well, thank you for allowing me to be your first. I appreciate that. That almost sounds a little dirty, and I don't mean it that way. I'm very grateful. All right. So, love, you want to know should you reach out to Etag? You don't have her contact info and need to use someone else to contact her because you live far away. Is Jay a trustworthy friend to convey your message? All right. All right. So let's take a look here. So, from Spirit's point of view, there are no shoulds. There's just different choices with different outcomes and different energies and experiences. So, they don't tell us what we should do because our power of choice, they want us to be able to make those choices because we come down here to be able to make choices and to have our power of choice and free will. But what we'll do here is we'll pull some cards on if you reach out to ETAG, what kind of results, what kind of energy is that? And if you don't, what kind of energy you have, and see what resonates with what you have. And then we'll double check on J as well. All right. So if you reach out to ETAG, what kind of energies come in here for you? Okay. And then if you don't, what kind of energies? And then we'll pull a card here. Is J trustworthy to convey? All right. So let's take a look here. So if you do have this Six of Cups and Queen of Wands energy. Six of Cups is like past life kind of connection and awareness. Queen of Wands is a very spiritual energy here. They roll over the spiritual energy, but all the queens are given a second portion of Cups energy, which is empathic energy and being able to connect to the spirit world too. So, very, very ominous. No, it's very kind of faded that you guys have a lot of past life connections, and so you're drawn there as well. Okay, yeah. And you've got the World card, which is victory, ending of a major cycle, beginning of a new adventure. And Justice card is a lot of clarity and balance that comes in too with reaching out to them. So it feels like very positive energy, and it feels like there's a lot of that faded type of um, many lifetimes intertwined energy too. If you don't reach out to them, Then the devil will get you. No, I'm just kidding. This is Capricorn Saturn energy. And the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is there would be another opportunity in the future. Because the devil card, you have a couple more cards we'll pull too. The devil card is about it's Saturn Capricorn, like I said, which is challenging our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindset. So whatever you are kind of agreed to learn together with ETAG, you will have another opportunity with them or with someone else that will mirror back the same things. So you won't miss out if you don't. You'll just learn it another way and you'll have other opportunities with them or someone else. You got the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands. Yeah. So again, the Six of Wands is a victory card. So you'll have victory either way. And the Page of Wands is that you will have a new opportunity, like the Queen of Wands, to step into your power. So either way, um, it's, you know, it feels like um, it's not detrimental that you do or not with them, although with the Six of Cups and that other stuff, it feels like there's a lot of draw and intertwined lifetimes, like I said. So it kind of feels like they're saying you'll be fine either way, but reaching out to them feels like it's very supported because it feels like you guys have agreements um, as well. So all right. And so, which then, if you do reach out, have Jay reach out, are they trustworthy? Yeah, King of Cups, very balanced individual between head and heart, so very compatible individual. So that does feel supported that they are trustworthy to be able to do that. So I like that for you. All right. So boom, boom, boom. That's what they have for you. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Of course, I always say I love your screen name because it is absolute capital T truth. Love, unconditional love, energy is the most powerful in this entire realm, all realms. It is the highest vibration. So I love that. All right. And then let me see here. Checking timestamp. So, Swetha M, you are up next. Let's give that a love and a like here. And you want to know, when do you see you getting a new job? All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Um, Brenda, let's see, it's 7:23. I should, because I've got Swetha, and then we've got the Lotus Flower Bomb, and then Alice, and then Guerra means war. So think I should be able to do that in about 30 minutes. So if you get in line now. All right. So, Swetha, let's take a look here. When do you see you getting a new job? Let's see here. Based on your current energies, what does Spirit wants you to know? All right. All right. Is that one card or two? I think it's two. Is it? Yep, it is. Some we're still sticking a little together here. It's a newer deck, so it hasn't been used a whole lot. Now, the bottom of the deck, you do have the Hermit card coming in here, which when we're talking about getting a new job, I kind of look at Hermit being independent and alone, can be like working from home, something where you're the kind of job is you're very independent and maybe not in an office kind of energy. Um, and let's see what else they have here for you. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. Six of Sword is letting go of old ways of thinking and look at new ways of thinking regarding job. And what I mean by that, what leads you to this success with the Wheel of Fortune is it's like don't limit yourself in your job searches. This will allow you to find a job sooner. And so they're telling you, like if you limit your searches going, well, I've always done this kind of job, so I'm always going to look in that. It's like look outside of that. Look at other possibilities and see what's out there. Don't limit your search. Release some old restrictions and see things from a bigger picture, right? You have the King of Swords too, which the King of Swords rules over the thinking, and it is about seeing things from that higher perspective, a different perspective. And it is about learning and training. And so, even though you're not, well, I don't know if but I feel safe in doing this. But if there's something new and they're saying that they'll train you, you are very supported in learning and growing. If you doubt that you could learn something new, don't, because you're very supported in this. And it opens up a whole new world for you in doing this. So I feel like if you limit your search, it's going to be a while because your heart is tired of doing what the mind has always told them to do. And it's ready to this new adventure. And your heart wants to live, not just exist. And so it wants to try something new. Let's see what these other four cards are here as well. Yeah, it's about transformation. And again, seeing things from a different perspective because they're hanging upside down from a tree. You have the lovers, emotional choice too. You know, um, this very much is this not fearing something, but seeking something, um, allowing your heart to lead the way is a lot of this energy that's coming in with that for me right now. Yeah, you have joy, joy, Four of Wands. This is this energy too when we're fearing um, not finding a job or finding a job that we'll like, or I want a job, I need a job. That energy pushes opportunities away too. So, with this emotional choice and joy, they're saying, focus on what are all the jobs you loved and what did you love? Not like every job you loved. What did you love about all the jobs that you've had? And then have gratitude towards creator and universe for all the things you loved about that, and trust in the creator saying, I trust that you're going to bring me the perfect job in the perfect timing in the perfect way. Gratitude, gratitude. You can ask once, I really want a job, and then focus the rest on gratitude. That opens up and it raises your vibration to where it draws things in faster, and it opens the conduit for you to receive. um, so it's important to change that energy, um, and with that trust and the gratitude, because that will draw it in for you here. Yeah, and then the 10 of Wands, all the effort that you're putting in, that's not bringing you, it's becoming a burden to find a job. When you transform it, it becomes a harvest instead. So it flips the switch on your job search. So it's important you do those things, and then you'll see a change that will come in for you there. So I like that for you. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's what they have. So many blessings to you. But again, I'm sorry, I'm they're reinforcing, because like that work from home, it's different, right? Oh, I don't know if I could ever do that. It's like, don't limit yourself. Allow different perspectives, and don't don't what do they call it when we sabotage? Don't sabotage yourself because of that. Realize I'm very supported in learning something new, and I'm excited because your heart definitely is. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sweetha. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay. And then we're jumping over to Lotus Flower Bomb. Thank you so much for your donation. You like a general reading? Absolutely. And thank you so much for all your love and light and healing to me and my family. Much love to you. All right. So let's see here. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay. What guidance? Boom and boom and boom. Okay. And this is underlying energy. Boom, 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 shakalaka. This one too. All right. Okay. So under the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy coming in here, you do have the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups energy here, you know, is about it is about relationship. It can be about power of choice, but this is like focusing like their big focal point for you right now is relationship. And that can be relationship with family, friends, lovers, um, your fur babies, your feather babies, your finned babies, but also with your higher self in the spirit world. Now, you got 2 cards, 1 card, 3 cards, and it feels like you might feel like there's something out of order in a relationship or a couple relationships, and that's what they seem to be focusing in on. So let's see what these first 2 are here. Yeah. So you have the Chariot card, which is a lot of movement and power of choice energy, and the 8 of Wands, which is a lot of energy that's flowing in. And on one hand, it's messages from spirit, even people from the other side that are coming in here. Because the chariot is very much, it's ruled by Cancer, which is very Mother Luna kind of energy. But I feel like you're getting a lot of communication in the outside world from your posse of spiritual support and people on the other side. So you're seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities in the outside world, repeating numbers, license plate, bumper stickers, overhearing conversations, all that kind of fun stuff. You're also getting mental things dropped into your brain, emotional energy, and then just spiritual energy too. And so you're not imagining those things, they're confirming that, you are supported and you are getting a lot of this coming from the outside, uh, upper realms that are coming in here. Okay, that's what they wanted to know that. And then the one in the middle is the Knight of Cups. So this is this movement of emotion. It's every night is on a quest, and this one is on a quest for higher love, for higher connection to your self love, but also that connection to the unconditional eternal love of the upper realms. So, this energy so far is pointing you inward and upward to that Ace of Cups, which represents, you know, all of our external relationships are a reflection of our inner relationship with ourselves. So we can't love other people more than the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. And we're all like that. And so I feel like they're kind of having this just awareness around all this, right? Oh yeah. So definitely connection to the other realms, and that the more you're expanding this, the more your connection to other people, your ability to give and receive love and connection to people in the physical realm with human beings also expands. And so I feel like they're, telling you this about all this connection is just expanding and growing. Let's see what these other 3 are here too. Yeah, it kind of feels like suddenness, right? You have been letting go of these expectations of the 10 of swords from the outside world, all those supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's. Like, I'm tired of trying to live up to what everyone else wants me to be, and I got to be true to me. I feel like that's been some energy that's been going on with you, and they're like, this is part of it all. In fact, they're say even apply that to mediumship or anything spiritual, because our humans like to put rules around everything that are not true, but it's restrictive and it can be restrictive. It's like it can be whatever way that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be this, 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 this. It's okay to, you know, look into how other people do mediumship or do other spiritual things, but don't take it all on as absolute truth and rules. It's like, no, unconditional. There's so not any conditions around things, but the human likes to do that. And I feel like here with the Tower card, this has been some things being removed out of your life, both mentally, emotionally, energetically, and physically, to make space for the Judgment card, which is your higher self calling you to something bigger, something more in alignment with your higher self. So I definitely feel like all this has been flowing in and you've been recognizing this. Um, and I feel like they just wanted to validate it all so that you realize that, right? Yeah, right. Overgiving, trying to please everyone. Yep, that's that 10 of swords for sure. It's like, ah. Right. And then the underlying energy underneath here, it's like where this is taking you. Yeah, the 6 of pentacles, which is the giving and receiving card. And this is, even can see something glowing from above and flowing down that allows you to give to others. And so of course you do have this servant's heart, but I like how you've changed from a servant's heart to a heart full of service. That's different, right? A servant is like someone in chains and obligated, right? Where being of service is you filling up and allowing the overflow. That's what the 6 of Pentacles does too. Got the 5 of Cups. So, yeah, you've had some big transformation with the 5 of Cups, changing of emotions. There's also something that you might recognize, and it's you have a natural emotional energy that helps people transmute and transform their emotions. And sometimes it's not even doing anything, it's just you being around them and people being around your energy. It just their emotions. It's like your energy is like an energetic a lower vibrational energy, thinner, where when they have stuck emotion, when your energy interacts with their energy, it thins out this lower vibrational emotional energy that allows it to flow. You're like the Drano, you know, you help clear clogs just by being you, not you intentionally doing anything. And that's, I feel like spirit wants you to know that too. Yeah, and you are on a beautiful journey here with the Knight of Wands, which is they're on a quest for stepping into their power. So I definitely, see that energy coming in there for you. Yeah, and the Three of Swords. Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords is the energy of expectations equal disappointment, right? And it's like freeing yourself from those fears of failing, the fears of what people will think. And it's been this big release for you. And it's allowing you to step forward and to channel and just don't be afraid to speak up and to share things because you will um, really learn to clarify the voices within you. That sounds like what? But, we have a lot of voices in our head from growing up and a lot of thoughts and beliefs and all this, what we think things, would be and all that. And part of mediumship, part of really learning to which voice is spirit and which voice is all of our opinions that have been in the past is the more that we are aware and share, the different messages that come through, or just being aware of them, one will always be true. The rest of them will have untruth in them. Like they won't be like, oh, that's not true. And it's like, oh, okay, that's not that voice. And we get it down to where you sense where it sits in your being, where spirit, your connection to spirit is. And then you can feel and sense that that's where it comes from. And like for me, I learned over time, it sits like right here in my energy, and it feels like I'm remembering something that I've always known. And it is so different than my logical brain or my emotional heart thinking, oh, it should be this, or oh, this is what it means. It's like, no. And you learn over time that that's where it comes from, right? You are very welcome. So that's what they have for you right now. Lotus flower bomb, boom. I love that for you. So thank you again for your donation. I really appreciate that. All righty. And then Alice, you are up next. Thank you for your donation and the doggy. Appreciate that. You want to know, why did Harris not text you for dinner today? What are his thoughts and feelings and the energy around this? For context, he asked me if I'd like to go to dinner the day prior. You told him I'll let him know, and then texted him a time and no response from his end. I'm wondering why that is. Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. All righty. So why is Mr. Harris being silent around this? What is up with them? All right. We got the Eight of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck, which the overall energy of this is a lot of work, 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 work. And so it does feel like here that there's a little bit of distraction, like they got caught up in their daily lives. And I don't know, it I almost feel a bit of like ADD, where it doesn't take much to get distracted, to get distracted, to get distracted, and get distracted, and get distracted. And they, oh, yeah, I see your text. I'll respond to that. Oh, but look, there's a squirrel. And it just feels like there's this energy in here of a lot of work and a lot of spinning wheels, like a lot of spinning plates. You ever seen those where they do I think it's Japanese or Chinese, it's the spinning plate thing they do. They start spinning all these plates and they have to keep them all spinning or they fall down. And this is the kind of energy I'm picking up with them right now. It's very, you know, uh, erratic, and like I said, ADD, feeling like I can't focus on one thing for very long before I have to go focus on something else, and I'm trying to keep like 50 plates going is like what I feel when I'm connecting into their energy. Let's see what else is coming in here. We got the Seven of Swords. So they also are hit with a lot of deceitful thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about themselves that cheats them out of opportunities. And I feel like, I don't know why there's this energy of, um, like when you told him, I'll let you know, and they took that as like, oh, you you have to think about it. I feel like there's this kind of thinking process that comes in if someone doesn't say, yes, absolutely, I would love to go to dinner with you. That they're like, oh, well, you know, kind of energy. Yeah. And we do have here, we've got the Nine of Swords, a lot of fears again. So the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Judgment card is them trying to see things from a higher perspective. And, so all of these beliefs and these thoughts and these fears they have, these old limiting thoughts and beliefs about themselves, it's like it's time for them to face these things. And so you did nothing wrong. And I don't want you to feel like there's guilt or anything around this. You're being the perfect mirror for them, because they need to see these things to release these triggers, because they have these long held beliefs about, I'm not good enough. I'm a second thought. People have to think about if they want to spend time with me or not. And I feel like they experienced that from very young. And that was already existing before they ever met you. So I feel like there's this little butthurtedness a little bit too. Yeah, and then the King of Swords, all these swords. So they get into their head around things. They overanalyze and overthink a lot of things, um, with this King of Swords. So I really feel like they're just spinning out of control. And the Star card, yeah. The Star card is this, I feel like this feeling of, it's like a wish upon a star, a dream come true kind of card, but I feel like they have this picture of what life should be, and it's like an unachievable way that they expect everyone to be in life to be, and they use it all. They focus on how their dreams are constantly disappointed instead of readjusting their dream to go, why do I want all this stuff? All this stuff, all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that they have of this, perfectionist mentality about themselves and about life. And and this makes sense that it's an all or nothing type of mentality. They either are loved and worshiped or they're a failure, And I feel like they go into that, there's no world of gray. It's black or white and nothing in between. And I feel like this is their challenge and what they're working through. So um their reactions represent that kind of energy, if that helps. Right. So hopefully that brings some clarity for you there, Alice. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Guerrera means war. Hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like since it lets me on those. And you're a bit stressed out. You have 3 final papers coming up due in a few days. Will you successfully complete them and pass your class? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit has going on here. Yeah, that stress doesn't help either, right? Because it makes us mentally confused, or it makes it difficult to focus when we're in fear, right? So calm down is number one. That's funny. But okay, we have these two. Okay. So let's take a look here. Yeah. So you've got the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So your overall energy here is, kind of split, like your mind is split in too many directions. And that makes sense, when our mind is going, but if you ever like, um, I used to do this when I had pet cats. If you do like this to a cat and you go, they'll go because their mind is like, what? Which way am I going to go? And they kind of just freeze. And it's funny. Can even do that to chickens. But it's like they don't know what to do because there's too many directions to go. So I think that is funny. Yeah. And here's your Three of Cups. Three, you've got your um, three finals, three cups, three joyful things, right? And so it feels like you have the capacity here to do this. On the bottom of the deck, too, underneath the Two of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands. So you have the energy and the power to do it. It's just a matter of organizing yourself here. Let's see here. Yeah, you have two eights, flow numbers. You got the Eight of Wands, which is fast flowing energy, and the strength card, which is your higher self, helping your human self here. So, one thing you can do is take a big deep breath and go, I am totally capable of doing all this. Take a big deep breath, reach out to your spiritual posse and go, help guide me and bring me clarity so that I can complete all these, right? Yeah, right. And so don't be afraid to ask for help too. With and this Eight of Wands feels like all this energy, all this, you got all these different places that you're investing all this energy, right? Um, and yeah, you have the Chariot card and the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about being true to your authentic self, and the Chariot card is the power of choice energy too. And it is victory, it is movement, and I feel like if you have all this stuff, prioritize it all, right? And just say, okay, get it out of your head and onto paper and put a plan together and then go with the plan. Because if your mind is looping and it doesn't know what to do, if you put a plan together, then you can accomplish things, right? You can squeeze things in between everything, and don't be afraid to ask for help too right now. Just say, hey, you know, can someone, pick up the kids for you, or, you know, anything you can do? Can someone else drive while you're commuting so that you can work on it? put on headphones and make the most of everything that you can, but don't feel like you can't ask for help from others, right? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is the slow moving energy, right? It's the slowest moving knight out of them all. Um, but you know, I feel like pocket whatever you can with all of this. And if you can take time off of work, if you can, um, do things at lunch, do things on break. Um, but anything you can do to pocket away time for you, you know, then make that happen. And don't feel like you can't um, put yourself first in situations, right? Because that's important for all this to be able to unfold here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, you've got fours and yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah. So you've got the Seven of Swords that's coming in here, which is about, realizing your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you, that cheat you out of opportunities, and thinking that I have to do it all is what keeps you from being able to do it. But they've got the Four of Cups, emotional stability and stability in your outside world as well. And there's like this, I don't know if with the Four of Pentacles is home. I don't know if you can take a day off of work and then with everyone gone and whatever, you can like zero in and, don't go to a library or whatever, but if you have to, but because if you stay at home and you're like, "Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this," you'll find other things, but if you go somewhere where all you can do is work on it, you can really get it done, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you have the capability of doing this, but it really is about get what you have to complete and all the schedule, get everything done, and for between now and when they're due, totally, organize and stick to the plan. And if you can, yeah, taking that time, right? And if you can, if any of the professors, if you can ask them, I don't know if there's any extensions that you can ask for. Just say, I've got 3 papers due, and I've got this, the family, this work, and everything else. Is it possible to have a couple extra days? Or and if you need them, ask for things. It never hurts to ask. What's the worst they could say? No, sorry. And you're like, okay, no problem. Just thought I'd ask. Gotta go. Bye. Got things to do. So I like that for you, Guerrera. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation and best of luck. We send you lots of energy. All right. And then Brenda, thank you so much for your donation and for your eyes full of love. So, Brenda, you want to know love, communications, and such for you from now till tomorrow. You contacted someone and not sure, but something's happening inside of you. Woo! Right. So, let's take a look here. What does Spirit wants you to know? Love and communication and etc. from now until tomorrow. Is there something growing? Is it an alien wanting to come out? Let's take a look. So, got that one and that one here. So let's see what we have going on here. All right. Yeah, you do have here the High Priestess, which it very much is, this. She steps away from the chaos. She goes into her High Priestess temple, connects to Spirit, looks behind the veil, dives deep into her empathic abilities and her emotions. So something happening inside of you feels very supported by that, meaning you feel like, what is this that's happening inside of me? Like energetically, right? And definitely it definitely feels with that High Priestess that something is afoot here. Let's see what these are going on here. All right. You feel dead people? You feel dead people, you see dead people? Yeah, and that makes sense with the High Priestess because she's very in tune with her empathic abilities. So you're picking up and feeling like other people's emotions, right? Even over the internet, even over texting. It's amazing. Like I feel all of your guys' energies. Uh, and I love that. But you have the Six of Swords. You are letting go of old ways of thinking, moving into new ways of thinking. And there is this movement, this mental movement, but it's impacting um, your outside world, like you're wanting to make different choices in the outside world, but it is also impacting you on the inside. Um, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is this emotional energy. It can represent. It's not like boredom, but you reach a certain level. Like you have the Three of Cups, which brings in challenges that allows you to get to the Four of Cups, a level of emotion, right? And then you're hit after a while, you kind of become stagnant in your emotional growth. And then, boom, another thing happens that allows you to move to the next level. And that's kind of this energy that's coming in here. Um, and this makes total sense here that you got the Judgment card too, which is a higher calling, and your higher self is expanding. We are Last year was a year of growth where we became like 1% more access to our emotional and subconscious world, which gave us more access to the hallways, to the Akashic records, which brings in some emotional energy from our past lives and stuff too. But this year, it's 1% growth every month, Spirit said. It's a huge year of growth. All the astrology, all the planets. We're moving into eclipse energy that we're feeling now. It's like less than a month away. March 14th is our first eclipse, and then March 29th is the other eclipse. And we feel them 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes 8 weeks sooner. So it's becoming more intense energy too. That's shaking, but we're really growing a lot spiritually and expanding things. And so your huge heart and your empathic abilities is expanding, and it feels like growing pains. It's like, oh, I'm not used to feeling this much, but you'll get used to it. Cry, send energy for others too. And in fact, um, some of the things that we can do, and this can be for anyone here. There's two episodes of my Take 10 with Zen. One is the empathic bubble, which helps us put up a bubble where we don't take on everyone's emotions. It helps us stay more emotionally stabilized. And then also this other one, which is the real gift of the empath, which is an important one. But the other one, that's not the one that I wanted to give, is heartache. And so all three of these are good for anyone to listen to. They're short, 10 minutes or less usually. But heartache is when our heart aches for someone, how we can send energy to them. So if you haven't checked those out, or if you have, it's a good review there. Because you do have the King of Cups, which balances the head and the heart. And so there is this energy coming in here of the high priestess kind of stepping back, putting up these bubbles. You can send love energy, you can push out that kind of energy out. So you can have that. uh yeah. And that's cool. You don't have to always tell them, unless you feel you really want to. But you definitely have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. There's this expansion of this energy that's coming in here, new knowledge, new connection, higher wisdom, and things that'll come in here too. Um, will he respond here? It's 8 o'clock. I have to head off here in a sec. Um, but I will be back, everybody. You have the Knight of Cups. Here's that movement of emotion. I do feel like they will reach back to you with this energy here. So I do feel like um, they will reach out and reconnect. Um, and Yeah, and they're kind of intrigued, I feel. Like, "How did you know?" And you're like, "I know so much." So, I like that for you. All right. So, let me take some screenshots here. I will be back, and I don't think I have a ton of free reading, so I believe I will, come back and complete all of the free readings too this evening. So thank you guys for your patience in getting to them. I'm going to go spend about an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members. And then I'll come back on. I'll finish out all the donations as well, of course. So thank you guys. Sorry I didn't get to all of them in this session. But I will come back on in about an hour or so. We'll finish out everything and we'll, of course, dive deep into into everything there. So let me do that. And okay, I do see the additional donation there for you, Lotus. So I've got that. And then did you put your question in here? Um, yeah. I will be back later. So if you, I don't see a question, I don't think, on your PayPal donation. So if you want to pop your question out there, there. I love you too, Faith and Love. Thank you guys so much. And Miss K, I do see yours, so we will you'll be first when I come back, and then Lotus Flower Bomb. I love that. You'll be up after that. So let me just make sure here. Okay. Yeah, I don't see a question here. So Lotus Flower Bomb, I'm in 3 minutes late. I need to jet. So if you get this message, um, you can either comment on this video or you can send me an email. My email address is in the description box of the video. Oh, there you go. Boom. Just patience, bruddaZEN. Patience. All right. I grabbed it. There we go. Perfect. All right, everybody. Like I said, I'll be back in about an hour or so, depending on how much time we spend with my Praying Mantis members. But I will finish everything out this evening. So I shall return. Thank you again for all the love and all of your thirst for hearing from Spirit. And remember, as we're going through our adventure, that every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. Have some fun. If you want to look at anything, I have a ton of free content on my main page. So if you want some messages from Spirit while you're waiting, help yourself. They're all free. All right. I'll be back. Love you guys.